where you like accidentally come up with something, or you trying to like do the front part, so you just throw your hair in a ponytail. And I'm like, hold on, wait, this kind of cute. Y'all let me know what y'all think. Probably brush up the curls in the back, but these are Bantu knot curls, so you know, ain't no like heat involved. But what y'all think? Get into the video. Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. This is Tyler. If you're brand new here, this is It's FROstrated channel. And if you are not new here, welcome back. I have a brand new video, and in this video we are going to cover some questions that you guys asked from Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube, and I'm going to answer them as truthfully as I can. They are all about natural hair. Some of them are a little outside of that realm, which is fine. But without further ado, let's wait. Before we do that, if you haven't already, subscribe to the channel. I would love to have you guys join the FROstrated fam, become an OG FRObae, and join the gang. We are on the way to 1,000 subscribers before January 1st, and I don't want you to miss it. So yeah, come on in, have a seat. For those of you who are already here, join the couch, and let's get started. Question number 1 reads, what are some products you can truly say work? Okay, so here's the thing about my products. First of all, I am a adventurous person, so I like to try stuff. But I usually, if you watch my videos, you know I always say I use it about 3 to 4 times before I swear by it. The Jamaican Black Castor Oil line from Shea Moisture is a product and line that I say truly works. Like from the leave-in conditioner to the clarifying shampoo. I mean, the entire line works for me. And I identify and I classify my hair as thick. For the hair type people, I'm not really crazy on hair types anymore, but 4C, 4B, 4A through C, that's kind of my hair, so it works for me. When I'm literally washing my hair, I need to do the wash and go, it works. And that's honestly something that I can say is the first thing that comes out of my mouth when other people ask me about products. The Jamaican Black Castor Oil from Shea Moisture line, period. Sis. Reads, what can I use to detangle my naturally curly hair? She's 4C and she keeps her hair in 8-2 strands. Okay, I have been using Jane Carter Solution Detangle Me leave-in conditioner, and I'll put it right over here because the bottle that I had is actually gone. But I detangle my hair when it's wet. It literally does the job without mess, and I have did a lot of trial and error with products which left my hair really wet, really like white, because whatever I was using dried up with my hair. Jane Carter Solution doesn't do that for me. I usually detangle wet, of course, and I section my hair in 4 parts so that my detangling session is easier. Jane Carter Solution Detangle Me or Untangle Me leave-in. I'll put it right over here so you can see what I'm talking about. But it's the bomb. It's lightweight. It smells great. And you don't have to use a lot. You just have to section your hair according to, just so you're not using a lot of product. But I definitely recommend Jane Carter Solution leave-in conditioner. And it's the detangling leave-in conditioner. Okay, so question number 3 reads, I have 4C hair. No matter what I use, my hair seems to absorb all the moisture and eventually it dries out. What is the best product to use that will keep my hair moisturized? Honestly, sis, I think it might not be a product thing. It just might be we have to figure out what your hair strand needs. It might need water and then oil, or it might just need water, or it might just need oil. But I've learned that when you stack a lot of products on top of each other, your scalp and your follicles and stuff are not really drinking it up. It's just stacking on top of each other, which might be the reason why your hair is dry, because it's too many products that don't go together, if that makes sense. Products that I use for me, that work for me, that keep my hair moisturized, honestly, is the the jojoba oil. This keeps my hair moisturized more than anything that I've used. And I've used some of the like old school stuff like Blue Magic, which I don't recommend unless you absolutely have to use it or that's just something that works for you. But this and a host of other oils. I think grapeseed oil is another oil that is strictly for moisturizing and shine without just sitting on top of your hair. So I would also recommend going to a cosmetologist and figuring out what your hair needs, because it might be low porosity, it might be high porosity, and you might be doing the opposite in terms of what your regimen consists of. So that's my answer for you. For me, jojoba oil is the best moisturizer for me. I'm trying to think of another actual moisturizer, because that's considered an oil. If I didn't answer your question, let me know, but I think that's the best for me. So yeah, it's actually a 4-part question and it reads: hair growth, is it the product, hair care routine, or the diet? We have 3 generations of natural hair queens. First of all, that is a big blessing, so shout out to you and your family. And honestly, that ties right into my answer, because I think that your genetics and genes have a lot to do with your hair too, but that's another video. And to think they all have something. It's a even scale here. I think that how consistent you are with your hair care routine will help the products that you're using, and the dieting that you're incorporating just adds on to whatever you're including in your regimen. So all of these factors are very important. We don't talk about dieting as much as we should, but I think that if you have a great diet, it helps you, especially if you want to stimulate hair growth. The products that you use after the dieting is going to help, and then how consistent you are in your routine helps the growth. And by routine, I mean the trim, the wash, the styling, leaving it alone, all of that ties into hair growth. For me personally, I think that the product might be the least important. Diet is most important, and hair care routine is going to be in the middle, but it's going to matter regardless of where it is in the ranking. All 3 of these are important. Hear me when I'm saying this. All 3 are important. But if you don't have the right diet, you can't get the right routine, and the products that you get to parallel with the 2 won't work. So they all work together. But yeah, I'm gonna say hair care routine for one, because if you don't take care of it, it's not gonna grow regardless of what kind of product you use or diet you use. But all 3 of these are important. So all 3 of these are important. That's all I can say. I'm trying to answer this question for like 10 minutes. But question 5 and 6 are very similar to question 3, and question 5 is asking for moisturizing tips, and question 6 reads what can I do for dryness? I feel like I moisturize a lot, but it gets dry fast. So keep in mind, these tips are for me. They work for me. They may not work for you. So I don't want you coming back at me trying to stab me because these things don't work. They work for me, okay? I have found that putting oil on my fingertips and massaging my scalp works for me, and actually taking that same method with the fingertips and like literally pulling, I won't say pulling, but you know, massaging the entire shaft of your hair works for me. I think that we oversaturate our hair sometimes, and I say we because I do this all the time and I probably shouldn't, but sometimes we don't need a lot of product. We just want to use a lot of product. So we psychologically tell ourselves we have 100% coated our hair with whatever product we use. Product distribution is everything, and I learned that recently. Sometimes when we put the products in our hair, we don't do a good job of actually massaging it into our hair and distributing that product all the way through, all the way to the ends. I've been doing that lately. I feel like it's helped me, and it helps with I won't say product management, but your products last a little bit longer because you're using a little less, but you're spreading it out a little bit better, if that makes sense. I kind of want to say these tips are really geared towards how you moisturize or grease your scalp or moisturize your hair in general. Like if you see me doing this with my hair, it's because I'm trying to distribute that product evenly. I'm trying to make sure that no matter what I do, whatever's on my hands, whatever's, you know, on my fingertips, it's all the way through my hair regardless. I haven't been using a lot of leave-in conditioner lately like I usually do. I've been using a lot of water and a lot of oil. Water so that it is not drenched, but you know, your cuticles are open to receive whatever, and then the oil actually is your food, your hair food in my mind. So it's been a lot of LCO versus LOC if you've ever been in that conversation. In terms of dryness, I would kind of figure out what you're using and how it's not aligning with whatever hair you have. That might be a porosity conversation as well. If you know your porosity, I would kind of look further into what products that other people are using, or like I said, consulting with a cosmetologist to figure out what works best for you. I could tell you all day long, hey listen, go get you some jojoba oil or some of this butter from Shanice Alicia. That's going to help you for sure, but I don't want you spending money on something and then it doesn't work and then you looking at me like, sis, what we doing? So dryness, of course, I would recommend some oils and perhaps upping your leave-in conditioner a little bit, so that when you do go outside in these cold weathers and just different weather change, you're not surprised or you don't risk the pushback from whatever the weather's doing and what your hair is receiving. So yeah, I hope I answered your question to the best of my ability, but I really think it's not about what you're using, it's how well you're distributing that product, or you very well may have the wrong product. Like I said, I'm going more liquid conditioner oil now versus conditioner liquid oil. That's just how I'm rocking right now. Seems to be working, and if it ain't broke, come on, don't fix it. Okay, so question 7 says, hey girl, I want to know your favorite products in your hair regimen. Okay. So my favorite products right now that I have been using, honestly, I haven't been styling a lot until recently because of Vlogmas, but the butter by Shanice Alicia has been my absolute favorite product because it is like 5 products in one. It reduces a lot of the like hair mania that you have, or your product mania where you have like 5 products in front of you and you're trying to remember which is what. I don't have to do that necessarily. I just stick my finger around it, put it on my hair, and that's it. The Manuka Honey line from Shea Moisture, I have loved that for shampoo and conditioner. I've been using it lately, and with all these different products and stuff, it's done well with stripping all of that out and still leaving moisture in my hair. So the Manuka Honey from Shea Moisture line has been great, and Shanice Alicia butter has been doing wonders for me. Yeah, and honestly, if we keeping it a buck, this got to be freezing spray and putting me in the game. Like, y'all know my hair is real disobedient sometimes, but that got to be freeze spray has been doing wonders. So top 3 right now that I can think of off the top of my head, but I've been loving all 3 so question far. Number 8 is actually, it's not funny, but it's just funny to me. She wants to know, how do I pull off the slick back and have it looking shiny and slick? Okay, so y'all know my hair is thick, so I cannot just brush my hair back into a ponytail and it's immediately slick. I have to section my hair, and when I say section, I mean part my hair, whether it's the middle part. If I part it in the middle, the back of my hair is where I'm going to section each part in the back and brush it, gel it, mold it into the ponytail. Sometimes, or lately, I've been putting it into smaller ponytails. That way your hair kind of gets used to being in that like slick back sort of look. And then once I get about 75% done, I take those ponytails out, and then when my hair is gelled, brushed, I start to gradually mold the slick back ponytail into this big pony. Of course, it doesn't make sense because I'm not actually doing it right now, but if you guys want to see that, just let me know. Once I get to the top, I actually gel, swoop, do whatever I need to do. I join the top part of the slick back and the bottom together. And if I got a ponytail holder that'll stretch, I stretch it and wrap it until I feel it's tight enough. Now for the shine, I usually add castor oil actually on top. And yeah, and gel it down, castor oil, throw a scarf on it or two, and throw my bonnet on. But like I said, if you guys want to see it, I think I have an IGTV video of it. But if y'all want to see an updated version, let me know, because I would love to throw a little slick back pony. It's nothing. So y'all just let me know. Number 9 says that, is it true that your hair can get used to products and not work anymore? I don't know if it's true to anybody else, but I think it's true. And I think it's a growth thing, so I think it might be a good thing, or you might be overusing the product. I'm not sure which is which. Like I said, I'm not a licensed cosmetologist, so definitely ask somebody who's licensed. But in my personal opinion, I think you can outgrow some products. Only because I feel like your hair is like a plant. Like you water it, and then if it grows, it can outgrow, you know, whatever plant food you're feeding it, and maybe you need to upgrade. Or like I said, maybe your hair is trying to give you that signal like, hey sis, this ain't it. Like, we need something else. I need something that's gonna actually help me. This is hurting me. So I don't necessarily think that they don't work anymore. I just think you might have outgrown them. If your hair is growing and you feel like the product is not working anymore, that just means that your hair grew and it's time for your hair to get a little bit more food, in my thought process. But I think that's true. Yeah, I definitely, because I feel like I have a whole stack of stuff that it worked when it worked and now it doesn't, so it's time to move on. So that's just my personal opinion though. Yes, to answer your question. Okay, so I saved this question for last because I wanted to take a little time on this one. But number 10, it's always 10. Anyway, how do you handle your frustrations with having thick hair? Sis, the title of this channel is It's Frustrated for a reason. I handle it probably not in the best way, especially to tell you guys, but I don't know if you mean handle in terms of actually managing my hair or handle it like emotionally, but I'll answer both. Managing wise, I just know I'm gonna put a little bit more work into doing my hair because it's not going to be easy. Unfortunately, I don't have the luxury of having hair that just works the first time, and it very well may be my fault in me not taking care of my hair regularly, which makes it a little bit more difficult. However, with my hair being thick, sometimes you just have to take a little break, especially when you're doing your hair and you have that moment where you think you're going to get it in terms of learning a style or doing a style, and it's like, if I do this one more time and it don't work, don't even worry about it. Listen, I understand. What I've learned lately is that I have to take a break, whether it be 5 seconds, 10 minutes, or a whole hour. I have to take a break, step back into it when I'm like physically and mentally ready to do it. And I know this sounds like a SAT test, but it's literally like that with thick hair. Also, be open to protective styling. If you feel like your hair is so complicated or too complicated, or you love your hair but you don't want to do it, be open to saying, okay, you know what, I don't have it. Let me go put some braids in. Let me go throw some locks in, and you know, I'll handle it when I take them down. I just think that thick hair, we were blessed with thick hair. Thank God for thick hair. But sometimes it's okay to step back, take a break. For me, I have found that watching like comedies while I do my hair just makes things a little easier. Understanding that the YouTube video is not, y'all, you can watch a million YouTube videos, hear me out, and still be frustrated. You literally have to step back from the YouTube video, step back from everything, And take a break, whether you're doing a style, whether you're debating on doing a style. Take a break. Let your hair breathe. It's thick, it's complicated, I know, but either you gonna do it or you not gonna do it. And I think with me having thick hair my whole life, I've just learned when I'm gonna actually do the style that I want to do, or when I know it's not gonna work. And that only comes with you doing your hair with a trial and error. I am like I said, I'm a fan of watching stuff while I do my hair. If you got some wine, listen, drink some wine if you feel like that's gonna calm you, because you know your hair more than anybody else, for real. And honestly, you can love your hair all day long, but you may not like it at the time, and that's okay. It is okay not to like your hair. It may be temporary, it might be long term. I just want you to get back in the game when you're ready. But it's definitely okay not to like your hair right now, especially when the style not going right, product's not working right, it's not sitting like how it's supposed to sit, it's not looking like it's supposed to look. I understand. I'm here to tell you it's okay not to like your hair. As long as you love it in the long run, it's okay. How I handle it, I am perfectly okay with having a backup style on top of a backup style, just in case it doesn't work, and be happy with whatever the outcome may be. If you're not happy with your hair, change it or find something until you are. Here, that wraps up the natural hair Q&A. If you guys have any other questions, I would love to do a part 2. If you guys are open up to it, just let me know. Hopefully if you got to this point of the video, you subscribed. We are reaching for FRObae to 1K, okay? And I need your help to do that. Yeah, it's been a pleasure, guys. Bye.